The Daily Purge. How you doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. Man, Thursday already. Running down through the week. Went quick, didn't it? Well, at least it did for me anyway. Had a pretty good week, though, I got to say. Made some good revenue, gained some new clients. It's incredible what Lane and I are doing with the Humble Offer Paradigm Upgrade. It's just how it's just taken off, and how people are just changing their lives. It's amazing. We're able to work with people like this that are just making a big difference, in their lives, having what we call radiant value and having massive impact in their direct lives, which is for a lot of times, people look out to the outside for change when it all happens on the inside. Once you change the inside and be aligned with your true identity and your purpose, then your whole life is different. And so that's what we're doing. It's just so much. It's just such a joy. I got to tell you. Today I want to talk about something that has a little bit to do with that. It's like basically take time to listen and then hear and really care. And this is how to up your game. And I'm not bullshitting. This is how you can up your game. What's up, Jared? How you doing? People ask me all the time, how do you get leads? How do you generate leads? Well, I don't. They come to me. And the reason they come to me is because I listen to everyone that talks to me. I hear every person that talks to me. I listen to what they say. I hear what they mean. There you go, brother. And so when someone's talking to me, I'm listening to what they're saying, right? What's the tonality? What's the fluctuation in their voice, the inflection, and then what are they actually? I'm hearing what they mean with what they're saying. And a lot of times you'll see that someone's saying something which they want to believe, but it's not certain, or they're saying something that isn't congruent with some of the results. Hello, Panza Buddha. How you doing, Daniel? And this is whereas someone who listens can really gain a relationship. And now we always talk about closing a sale, right? When you talk about closing a sale, well, we always said in my business, close a sale, start a relationship. It isn't just one sale. It isn't just one discussion. It goes on and on and on. And listen for those people who reach out. A lot of people reach out to me. A lot of people reach out to me. And I do as many as I can. Probably 99% I actually take and talk. That's why I talk to 2 to 3 new people every single day. And for instance, today I talked to a guy who reached out, and I canceled because of a surgery that I had, and then finally hooked up today. It turns out we know all the same people from the fitness industry in Europe and in America. Like literally, we know all the same people at the highest levels, which freaked me out. It was really cool. And I was listening to what he was saying and hearing what he needed and stuff. And turns out we might be doing something, right? So as a consulting gig for health clubs, which is what I used to do. And if I wouldn't have listened to him, if I wouldn't have, first of all, taken his LinkedIn profile, because, everybody says, hey, I'm so-and-so, let's hook up, let's have a call. And you're like, oh, it's spam again. And I will look very, very tightly. Okay, is this a written email of someone that really has interest in me, or is it just one of those spam emails? And typically the spam emails are like, hey, thanks, but not now. And then that's it. But something about me struck him. And then I looked at his profile and did a little bit of research and said, do I know this guy? Oh, we have a lot of common friends. Didn't see who they were, but I just saw like 178 common friends. Then when we talked, I saw what the big deal was, that we actually not only know the same people, but worked with these same people and actually have friends that are friends, that we're friends with the same people. So it was a trip. And so this is how you build relationships. And now what that does, and this is as an example. So you're sitting there on a dreary, cold, dark Thursday afternoon, and there's someone writes you on LinkedIn. Maybe you made some revenue this month. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're doing all right. Maybe you aren't. And you're sitting there unsuspecting. And because you care, right, about the impact that you have in the world around you, and you care about your radiant value that you create in the world around you, that it's always perpetual and it's always consistent, you take a message from someone and you jump on a Zoom call, right? You end up jumping on a Zoom call, and the next thing you know, a whole new world opened up to you from a call that took 20 minutes. A whole new world where they said, my God, this is amazing. You're like the perfect guy for this, right? Or the perfect gal for this. That only happens if you receive the messages that are being sent to you, number one. Number two, you only see that if your head is up and not down on the grindstone, hustling and grinding, hands on the keyboard, facing the screen, right? That's the danger of what some people call working hard, right? Working hard. No, it's working wrong, in my opinion. If my head's not up and I'm not out, if I ignore everything because I want to be laser focused on my business or laser focused on my task, I'm going to miss everything else besides that. And you never know what's out there. Like I didn't expect to meet this guy. I didn't know who he was or what was all about. Next thing you know, there's like this whole opportunity now for a huge investment group. And because of what I've done in the past, I'm like the perfect fit for these guys, apparently. And something like that would never happen if I didn't care. Right. So we can look at all of the, thanks, brother. We can look at all of the models that people have, how to win friends and influence people, seven habits of highly effective people, who move my cheese, the 1 Minute Manager, and all these books, right? They don't mean jack shit unless you care, right? Unless you care. Exactly. Brain FM. They don't mean jack shit unless you actually care. They will get you to a certain degree. I read all those books. They were my Bibles. I remember when I went into the first time I ever went into the corporate world after I was in the Army. I was 28 years old. I think maybe I was 30. First thing I did was started reading the 1 Minute Manager, and I used that as my Bible and taught that every week in my meetings, right? A part of it. And that only took me so far, though. It's only when I realized that if I really care about the people in my organization, if I care about my clients, if I care about the people in my surroundings or my circle of influence, that's where real relationships are built over years and years and years. I mean, I have relationships with CEOs of companies from 1998, 1999, 2000, and they're all great relationships. I mean, we might not talk for 5 or 10 years, but when we do talk, it's like we never stop talking. And even though we didn't hang out and drink beers and all that kind of stuff like I did with the guys in the Army, it's still there because I always kept my word. So honesty, integrity, transparency is what I operate by. And that integrity ensures a long-term relationship, whether or not you talk. It doesn't even matter. The point is, you left them in a better place than when you met them. Like, that's what we always preach, right? And so when you do meet somebody, it doesn't matter if it's you're at the cash register and there's someone in front of you and they're getting on your nerves. Leave them in a better place than when you met them. You don't know who that person's going to be. You don't. I mean, weird. So I'm at this grocery store the other day. I just thought about this. The grocery store the other day, and this guy, I recognized, or I saw the guy and a man and a woman walking, and this guy had like the craziest haircut. It was like 1970s. It was short on the top and a long ponytail in the back, right? All cut up. Judge Graham, what's up, brother? And I was like, man, I'd never seen that guy before. And this is, I live in a huge village, a small village. And then literally the next day I went to my chiropractor, and who was in there? This guy, right? I was like, whoa, what, you know what I mean? So if I'd have been looked at him like, oh my God, look at his hair, don't judge people. Just care. Be nice, right? Really, really care and be nice. That doesn't mean you got to be nice to everybody. If someone's an asshole to you, just walk away, right? You don't even have to fire back. I try not to fire back. I try not to let my ego get involved, because typically if someone's an asshole to you, that's their issue and not yours. So don't even get yourself involved in it. If someone's being stupid to you, don't even get involved in it. It's not your issue. It's theirs. They're seeing something that's upsetting them. It has nothing to do with you, right? So if you stay on the even keel, I mean, I've had people with traffic, and I'm just like, dude, your car is hot, like a nice ass car. And they're like, oh, thanks, man. Well, yeah. It's like kindness, kill them with kindness, they say. But that doesn't mean, and here we go, okay? That doesn't mean you got to be what they call in German a Waschlappen. You don't have to be a washcloth. You don't have to be a jellyfish. You don't have to be someone who backs down. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about before you even get to the point where you have to back down or you want to back down, don't even let it get there. Don't even engage. Smile, Nick, see you later, man. Good for you. I hope you get better. Whatever it is. It's a waste of time, waste of energy. It's ego. Doesn't mean shit. Okay. And when you're certain of that in yourself, that you have the ability to navigate every aspect of life with certainty, that your abilities, your abilities, then you're solid and no one messes with you anyway. Simple, right? But you got to be solid and 100% sure. Exactly. Don't carry their weight. Be 100% sure. Thanks, Boo Boo. I'll eat in a second. No, not right now. In a second. Yeah, she's offering my favorite snack. Grapes, seedless grapes. Anyway, and one of the things we were talking about yesterday, what makes a man, right? What makes a man? All these, my daughter. Yeah. What makes a real man? And, people talk about this all the time. A man is this, a man is that, da, 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 da. You got to be hard, you got to be tough, screaming, yell, and you got to be macho. No, screw that. A real man is balanced, in my opinion. But what really is attractive to everyone, man or woman, right? What's attractive to man or women in a man is certainty. If you're certain of the things that you do in life, if you're certain of navigating your responsibilities, if you're certain in life making decisions, people want that. They see that. My partner, my wife, right? They like that. Kids need that for direction as well. If you're wishy-washy, if you're wishy-washy and you're a jellyfish, it's not going to, I know, I see her. It's our dog. They're not going to, they're not going to respect you. They're not going to take heed in what you say. But if you're certain of what you say and your ability to deploy your talents in this world, in this universe, you're golden wherever you go. And that ability isn't ego. It's certainty in your ability. And how do you find that out? Identity and purpose, right? Read the book, Unleash Your Humble Alpha. Unleash Your Humble Alpha. Read it. If you haven't read it, read it. And I'm not kidding. It's changing lives. Our program, the Humble Alpha Paradigm Upgrade Advisory Program, is changing lives. It's changing lives. It's incredible. And if you're so inclined and you're at a place where you're like, look, I'm doing pretty good. And from the outside, everyone thinks I'm doing great, but I know on the inside, I'm not, because it's all outside. My relationship isn't great. My business is good, or the other way around. Then give us a holler. Give us a holler. Marcus at humblealpha.com. I'm Marcus with a C at humblealpha.com. Or drop me a line and we'll talk about it. Oh, we actually have right now. Awesome. It changed mine. Solid perspective. I love that. Yes, indeed. And if we actually have a group session starting in the UK next Tuesday, it's greatly reduced because it's a group program. And if you want to join us, give me a holler. It's super reduced, and it's a 3-month program, our Humble Alpha Paradigm Upgrade Advisory Program, but in a group setting. So you'll be with 4 other people from the UK at this point, and you'll be able to expand your business contacts, horizons, and you're going to break through and find out your true identity, your purpose, and you're going to create certainty in all the things that you do. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So look, listen to what people are saying, hear what they actually mean, and give a shit. Like, care for real. And when you do that, your life is magic. It's like I always say. And remember, when you do give, right? Give with no expectations unless it's verbalized and it's agreed upon. And you're going to be magic, right? Focus on the intention and not the outcome. Okay? You have a fantastic one. And as always, remember what they always say. It's all about quality of life.
Quite alive.
Yeah. Love